All right, so I think right now is a good time to do the review of the Madbite depth finder, fish finder. Now, I just went over a lot of structure and it was crazy what this showed, but right now we're just kind of going over just some flat ground. This may not be the best fish finder there are, but there's a fish right there. But you can also see that it's showing structure. It's showing a good amount of structure right there. We're gonna get ready to go over some logs up here, so I'll show it to you whenever we go over those logs so you can see what it looks like. Right now we're just going over flat bottom. So you can see we're starting to go over some structure. You can see that it's showing all that structure on there. We're getting ready to go over some more as well. There's some limbs down. I'm just trying not to get my rods in the trees up here. But you can see we're going over a lot of structure, and it actually shows that. So I really like this in the fact that it does show structure. Now there are times in certain ponds, there's this one pond I go to, almost right when I put the kayak in the water. This one spot marks fish every time, and tons of them. I don't know if that's truly where the fish congregate because I've not caught many fish there, but I don't know if this is mistaking something for fish, but it would be hard for me to say that it is because of how detailed the structure is on it. So it's hard to say, but just because there's fish on here doesn't mean you're going to catch them. But it does. I like the fact that it shows a good amount of structure. I mean, you can tell, definitely tell when you're going over something that you may want to fish. It's pretty detailed with the depth as well, so I feel like it does a good job of showing the depth because it is pretty detailed. I'm trying to go slow so it'll pick up every little thing. So you can see that there's a stump or something down in the water. That may be something you want to fish. Now, like I said, I don't think this is the most sensitive or best fish finder, but it does show you at least depth, and it will show you if there are fish. Now, these are hard to find now because I don't think Cast King makes them anymore. But if you can pick one of these up, I feel like it's a pretty good investment because you don't have to use your phone. Because not only would I be killing the battery on my phone, what if something happened and I needed my phone? So here, I'm able to use this multiple times before I have to charge it up. And it's not killing the battery on my phone, whereas I may need that battery for something later. So that is my on deck review. I wish we could have gone by a few fish. We did see that one, but I wish we could have gone by a few more so you could see what the fish look like. But I hadn't had a bite all day, so I don't know where the fish are. I enjoy it. I take it with me, not every single time, because if I go to the same places, then I know what structure is there, but I take it with me a lot of the time. I was going to see if I went over something else, but it looks like there's no structure on this side. I hadn't even gone down this side yet as far as fishing it. Okay, here's another. It's a hump. So you can clearly see the hump. You can clearly see it. So that would be something you may want to fish. It may get too shallow because it is pretty shallow over here. It's only 3.5 feet deep, but it is a hump where fish may push bait up, so maybe somewhere you want to fish. So right now it's showing that we are in very shallow water. So apparently there's a lot of structure right under there that you could fish. So it goes back to 6 feet. So there's a hump in there, right over there, where it goes from 6 or 7 feet up to almost nothing. So that's something you always want to look for on your depth finder, because a lot of times fish will be hanging out before or after the hump, and sometimes they'll be on the hump because they've chased bait. So right here it goes to 9 feet deep. So this will probably be a good spot if there are any bass just waiting in that deep water, because it seems to be the deepest spot so far. So this may be a good spot to fish if you're looking for any deep water bass. So I like it. I enjoy using this depth finder, fish finder, whatever. It works for me because it's easy for me to throw it in the crate and go, oh look. Okay, so it's showing that there's fish down there. Looks like a whole school of them. So I'm gonna cast down there and see.